I will pause as I read appropriately. Lots of people in Venice. Pay close attention to the pauses that I make after each period, which will be 3 seconds. And I will pause for 2 seconds if there are commas. The streets in Venice are narrow. If there are too many people, that's 2, you cannot pass. This is a problem. The city puts gates at 2 bridges. Police can control how many people can come. Many tourists come to Venice. However, not many people live there. This is another problem. Difficult words: pass, walk, move, gate, a big door, control, manage. So we had our 3 seconds, and you did very well with your reading. I want to let you know that. Then I'll make this smaller, and I'll just copy this in the appropriate place. We're putting this here as a reminder for you. This is the same way that I want you to speak. If you get to a place where you're pausing, I want you to be sure to pause for the 2 seconds. So our academic vocabulary, remember, should be 3 syllables. I don't know that I noticed any 3 or more syllable words in this article. So let's find a 3-syllable word that we can use. The streets in Venice are narrow. Can we put in the word extremely? E-X-T-R-E-M-E. Extremely narrow. This would give us a 3-syllable word. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. If there are too many people, let's take out, well, too many can be our phrasal verb. So we'll keep that. We'll keep that as our phrasal verb. You cannot pass. This is a problem. The city puts gates at 2 bridges. Police can control let's change this from many people to numerous. N-U-M-E-R-O-U-S. Police can control how numerous, so this gives us some academic vocabulary, can come. Many tourists come to Venice. Many tourists come to Venice. However, so however is going to be our transitional phrase. However, not many people live there. This is another problem. Not many people live there. So we can probably think of an idiom that we could use. So we have an image now of what a rake is. A rake is a tool used for collecting something. That's what a rake is, a tool used to clear leaves from the lawn. Therefore, it means to gather things together. If tourists are not coming to Venice, a lot of money is not being raked together, collected. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, great. So for this reason, we can say that Venice is not raking in the money. Okay?
Yeah. Could we change the meaning, for example, and could we use the while using this idiom?
Okay, where would you put the word in? Because I have raking in the money. Where would you put the word in? Would you like to put it in a different place? I'm not sure if I understand.
For example, What can I say? I am thinking paper.
Okay, well, let's just read this paragraph as it is. Let's just read this one paragraph as it is. Read the paragraph as it is given. Start here. Many tourists come to Venice. Okay? Read that paragraph.
The original one?
Read the one that we're looking at now. Many tourists come to Venice.
Come to Venice?
However,
it can be said that Venice is not raking in the money because not many people live there. This is another fact.
Very good. Now, that is the problem. So we're going to talk about this article now, trying to use the vocabulary, the sentence structure that is given, and practice speaking. Okay? So what is this article about? Tell me, what is this article about?
It's about people in Venice.
That's right. It's about people in Venice. People in Venice. And it is telling us that not many people actually live in Venice. It's telling us that not many people live in Venice. And if
maybe can you say that, sorry for interruption, can you say that population in Venice?
To press down when you feel pain.
So ask me again.
Press down when you feel pain.
Population in Venice, maybe.
Okay. The prompt is, describe a place that you have visited. Describe a place that you have visited in the past. All right. So the place that I'd like to describe is Venice. I went to Venice on May 3rd, 2018. While in Venice, I saw a lot of water, and there were extremely narrow passageways there in Venice. Also, I recognize the fact that not many people live there. The city of Venice has gates and 2 bridges, and this helps the police control the flow of traffic. One thing I did notice about Venice is that it is not raking in the money. However, I did enjoy my stay in Venice. Okay? Do you get the idea? So let's try.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you to try and do the same thing. Okay? Whenever you're ready, you may start.
Okay. I visited Budapest in 1911. Sorry, I will restart.
Okay.
I visited the Budapest in 2011 with my close friend, with one of my close friends. Before going there, we met a Turkish guy who was studying history in Budapest. So we have chance to visit historical places in Budapest. I recognize that there are a lot of sightseeing there, and Budapest has a lot of tourists from all over the world, and since it has historical places and natural places to see. It has been attracted the. It has attracted the interest of the tourists. There were no yeah. I
Okay,
couldn't find it.
so Ruth, I don't know that you're actually looking at the document, but let me try and explain again. I want you to use the document that we're working on and describe a place. Yes. So your response will be something like this. A place that I visited last was Venice. I went to Venice on May 3rd, 2018. Venice has extremely narrow streets, and if too many people are on the streets, it's difficult to actually move about. I noticed that the police have difficulty controlling lots of people or numerous people. However, they are getting it done. Another thing I noticed is that Venice is not raking in the money. One of the main reasons Venice is not raking in the money is because not very many people live there. All right. So,
okay.
So first,
maybe I understood, but you mean I paraphrase this paragraph, or I should find another city or
no. Let's just use this one, because first I need to understand if you understand and can follow the model.
Oh, okay.
So this is just the model. It does not matter that you have not visited Venice. We are going to pretend that you have visited Venice.
Okay. And
we want to make sure.
I will repeat the same thing, but I can paraphrase the sentences and.
Yes, you can paraphrase the sentences as you learn how to do this, because you need to be sure that you have the attributes that is required when you're speaking. All right?
Yeah, okay.
So do you want to try again?
Okay, I can try. I hope.
Okay, you'll do fine. You'll do fine. All right. When you're ready, you may start.
Okay. Yeah, I can start talking.
All right.
I visited Venice in the past, and Venice has extremely narrow streets.
Okay.
When there are too many people in the street, you have difficulty to pass, and this can distribute you. The city have two bridges in which there are gates on it. Police have also difficulty to manage the people who come to the bridges. Since Venice is a touristic place, there you can see a lot of tourists in the streets. But Venice Venice is not breaking the money because the population is not too much in the city. This is also another problem that the city faces.
Okay, let's stop there.
Okay.
Remember, you need to have all of these attributes when you are speaking to get the best score. You need to have these attributes that are listed here: academic vocabulary, transitional phrase, a phrasal verb, and an idiom if you can. So you did use the academic vocabulary, you had the phrasal verb, and you had the idiom. What is missing is your phrasal, your transitional phrase, however. You did not use the however. So my goal for you is in these.
I use also maybe.
Oh, okay. I didn't check it, but if you use it, that's good. So you want to make sure that you're understanding the model and understanding what I want you to do, because you're going to be challenged by something that you're not looking at. But if it becomes a part of your memory or your database, you will have these words, these ideas, and these thoughts to come up immediately when the examiner asks you, describe a place that you've visited. You can choose any place that you've been. It doesn't have to be Venice, but for now, we're using this as our model. Do you understand? Okay, so we'll